Y'all know who run this here, baby. Yeah. Put them A's up. Where you from, boy? Sweet home, Alabama. Keep chrome in the seat, homie. Watch your manners. I cook beef when I cock the hammer. Home of the wood, weed, rocks, and gamblers. And ain't nobody speaking proper grammar around here. It's deep, but the sound is clear. We got freaks with the roundest rears. And the beat so sweet, like a swisher, got me clowning here. Holla, dear dollar, come and bless my stack. Come follow where the best is at. We live hotter than the spot where your pop got arrested at. You will not wanna mess with that, then slide. Crimson tide, rims and rides. I blow limbs on the porch till I'm crimson fried. Them lied when they said Bama boys wasn't coming with the heat, so you better shake something, break something. Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody, on a Wednesday night. It's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. That means Midwest Truck Series tonight. From the longest track on the circuit, 2.66 miles of Super Speedway, Talledega, Alabama. 50 laps of racing action tonight. 23 drivers have checked in. We know we shouldn't play copyrighted music, but we're not monetized, and quite frankly, we do not care. We're going to do what we want to do, and if they want to cut that out on Facebook, well, let their little algorithm have at it. I don't give a hoot. I play that song every time we go to Alabama, and, well, it just is what it is, folks. Be getting down for our invocation, our national anthem, our flyover, as all of those guys are going to backup trucks here momentarily. Oh, this week, let's see, this is show number 5 of 7. Number 5, yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of what will be 8. 5 of what will be 8. 2 tomorrow night and 1 on Friday. We're getting so full on the schedule, it's hard to keep up with what we're doing these days. The Midwest Trucks tonight, tomorrow night, if you tune in about 8:30 Eastern. About the same time we went live tonight. You'll get the Netcody Sports Red Driver Mighty Midgets for a doubleheader, and then about the same time on Friday night, you'll see American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars. So, still got a lot of racing to go this week. Oh, there goes another one. Can he save it? Yes, he can. Guys will be getting out here for their qualifying laps momentarily. We're going to get ready to step aside and do our invocation national anthem and our very special flyover this evening. Got about 10 seconds till we do that, so sit tight, sit back, enjoy. Let's get ready for some awesome racing action with the Midwest Truck Series here when we come back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
All righty. All of our pre-race festivities out of the way. Still got about 60 seconds. These guys are going to get in here qualifying. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. I know we got a bunch of guys that have fans that tune in. Keep the chat lively tonight. But remember, it's an adult show. Let's keep it clean. Only a couple groups of trucks out right now, about 2 sets of 2. Out here still working on some drafting practice. We really don't care where you're watching from as long as you're watching, but if you're on Facebook, like, share, and follow. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. Nine shows in 6 days. All right, that's going to do it. Practice session coming to a close. Drivers will get out here for a couple of qualifying laps. We got 24 trucks checked into the server tonight. Good field. As drivers roll their way out, we will get on them. It's Michael Everett. Russ Harold rolling out already. Ryan Kemba. Corey Blevins also at the end of pit road. Adam Vinny around on the apron. Jacob Lamb rolling that 20 car out. Riley Haddisbeck. Several drivers have not tried to make their way out just yet. Probably waiting to see what some of the quicker times will be, and then they'll roll out onto the speedway and try to get their 2 laps qualifying. And this down the back stretch, the super stretch. Watching Adam Vinny here in the 11. Time's coming in. Harold, 54.99, just under the 55-second bracket. Quickest thus far. There goes Adam Vinny across the stripe, and he goes 54.92. Other drivers out. Haddisbeck still trying to make time here. And we'll look. Oh, there we go. There's our guy, Steven. Brock Bigelow, 54.86. He just edges out Adam Vinny right there. Let's go watch Sean Patchen in the 4 car. Patchen across the stripe, 14th quick. Kevin Spalding jumped to 5th. Several drivers, Escobar, McCoy, Henning, Dana Burdick is sitting at the end of pit road. He's getting ready to roll out. Bigelow still the quickest, 54.86. There we go. Stephen Pearson. We had him on the screen. I don't know what happened to him. He jumped to 2nd quick right there. About the same time as Adam Vinny. He was just a few thousandths off. Still no McCoy. Burdick is still at the end of pit road. And not anymore. That truck gone. We're not getting to see a lot of that. Oh, they're going to shift them up. A bunch of guys did not qualify. 2, 4, 6, 8. At least 8 guys didn't qualify tonight. So, a little craziness going on. I don't know if everybody can see or is texting out, but right now I'm having problems seeing it. That's why I've been kind of quiet, trying to figure out what's going on there. Let's get ready to look at starting grid for the 50 lap. Biggest show tonight is Brock Bigelow in the 27 on the front row next to Stephen Pearson. Why do you keep changing on me? That's really irritating. Next to Stephen Pearson in the 83. Your second row on the inside. That's the 11 of Adam Vinny, and he's got the 4 of Sean Patchen on his outside. 204, Ryan Kamba. He's got row 3 inside starting position with Austin Householder in the 75 on his outside. Householder was the first one to time in tonight. Stays in the top 6 through all of the madness. Manarud in the 42. Row 4. He's got the inside. Blevins in the 24 on the outside. And then Kevin Spalding, 25 truck, next to Hattisbeck. And Hattisbeck in the 63 in row number 5. Your 6th row, Frank Ranger, the 17. Dakota Dennis, the 19. Then Russell Harold, 79. He and Michael Everett will share row number 7, Everett in the 8. The 20 of Jacob Lamb inside row number, they're in row 7, row 8, Shelly Kitzman. And Kitzman didn't qualify. 3 or 4 time winner in the series now. And he did not even qualify. We'll start way back here. Paul Escobar and Shane Haar, the 91 and 22 in row number 9. Row 10 is Nick Lamb in the 67, Steve Henning in the 12. You get back to your 11th row, Rick Gibson, the 38, Devin McCoy in the 5, and your final row this evening, Dana Burdick, the 13, and Hugh Escobar in the 72. Okay, maybe we'll try it a different way. Hello, Bill. Mindy. Seed Squatch. All right. I'm able to see it in a different manner. I can't see it in my multi-chat for whatever reason. I do not know. Updates today and maybe something data stream-wise disconnected, but we're not going to worry about it. All the boys cruising down the back stretch. They're going to go green when we come around to the tri-oval this time. Devin McCoy is the only truck not in the field at the moment. Did not make the call for the start. He did not qualify either, so. Pace car is about to duck in here on the far side of the tri-oval from us. We're right by the start-finish line. Ready to go green. Bigelow and Pearson, and they were working together in practice earlier. So it'll be interesting to see what they do as the green flag comes out in the Geico start zone. Adam Vinny going to give Bigelow a push. Patching not tight on the back of the 83 of Pearson here at the start. You like to get that little push to get things going. Otherwise, you're going to lose a bunch of spots, and Pearson's falling back to row number 4 already. He may go further. Row 5, there's Kevin Spaulding. They're still there now, patching up behind. They've already split out, and Adam Vinny's going to go for the lead at the end of lap number 1. Oh, Sean Patching. We might be getting a caution, folks. Well, he lost the truck, and he went up and killed the outside fence, but he's able to stay rolling. He may be going straight to pit road because the right side of that thing is pancake flat. Adam Vinny looks like he'll lead lap number. Bigelow gets it back right at the line. So Bigelow started on the pole, leads lap number 1. They are too wide, too deep at the front. Caution here on a lap number 2. I am not sure who crashed. Let's go back and no, that wasn't it. Let's just see. I don't know if it's Spaulding or not. He was up here pretty close to the front. Oh yeah, right there. That'll do it. He got pounded in the driver's door right there after he got turned before. Oh, truck crossed the inside. That's Hattisbeck. That was the 63 of Hattisbeck. I think Hattisbeck is who hooked Spaulding right there too. So we'll slow some things down a little bit. I did see Kitzman, who was rolling down pit road when that caution came out. He's going to be able to catch back up. Stay on the lead lap. He'll get his spot back towards the back of the field, or he'll get a spot towards the back of the field, I guess. McCoy out. Patchen's still on pit road, and I don't know. You can see the right front is mashed in right there around the front corner, and the hood is pushed up quite a ways. That is definitely going to hurt the aerodynamics, and unless you stay tucked in and follow all night long, just race for some points. And he's already going to be laps down. There goes Lamb onto pit road, Householder onto pit road. Kevin Spaulding's truck. He's been up down the right side, but the front end looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's that right rear. Yeah, right rear got crushed in on that truck pretty good. So we made it a couple of laps, caught a caution. We saw Sean Patchen had a problem, but he did not bring out a caution. He got pretty out of shape. When we got a second, maybe we can go back and take a look at that. We don't have a marker for it, so we cannot go back and take a look at it, unfortunately. Bigelow, Vinny, Mannerud, Pearson, Camba, Blevins, Dennis, Escobar, and that's Paul Escobar in the 91. Harold and Lamb are our top 10. Guys weren't really even getting stretched out. They were still racing multi-cars wide, multi-cars deep, and you get a oops, and you get what you got there down the backstretch. We get a catch a caution for that. I think only 2 cars officially retired. Possibly a third now with Hattisbeck, and I think he took his into the infield because the front end was really crushed in on that truck. So maybe 3 now officially out. We started with 24, still got 21. Here comes Rick Gibson. He's going to make a run to pit road. Maybe just try to get out of the middle of the hornet's nest there. Spalding back on track. I don't know if he stayed on the lead lap or not. It looks like he might have. They're doubled up at the front. They're getting ready to go back to green when they come out of 3 and 4. All right, restart at the beginning of lap number 6. Still Bigelow and Vinny. 1 and 2. Mannerud and Pearson. Those 4 were trying to group up, I believe, when the caution came out. And I think Camba was part of that as well. Blevins was back off of these guys just a little bit. And that may have happened when Patchen got out of shape and broke that front group up a little bit. So we'll see how they do on the restart. Get them down into turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch is where you'll see some passes. If anybody's going to make a move early and quick, it'll be getting a push coming out of 2 and running up the backstretch to try to go for the lead. And that may come out of the 3rd or 4th row back there, depending on how the guy behind him gets tied up to him.
Green flag.
Whoa, green flag a little early, and I'll tell you what, Bigelow was way out in front of this, and he may regret that here real quickly because that outside row, Pearson and Vinny were pretty tight together. They come out of 2 pretty close, so they may get a pretty good run down the backstretch. Now it looks like Mannerud is going to close up and put a pretty good push on Bigelow, but Vinny clear by a truck. He and Pearson stand locked up. Getting into 3 and 4. They're both clear. Now they're not because inside row was making a run, and Vinny wants to get out front. He wants to lead lap pulls down in front of Bigelow. Dakota Dennis, I believe. Nope, it's Blevins. Blevins in the 24. tucked in behind Pearson. They're going to go 3 wide. There's the 19 of Dennis up to the high side. He's got company with him. Nick Lamb is up there. Escobar heading all at the top. They've left Steven Pearson all by himself in the sucker hole right in the middle. Now, Dennis drops down in front of Pearson, and that'll help the middle lane. That's 4 deep now. Adam Vinny in front of Bigelow. They're 1-2. It's the outside row now that's starting to make a move. Dakota Dennis with a push from Steven Pearson. And there's Kitzman already up here. Now Pearson will have the front of the outside row to himself as Dennis pulls down in front of Adam Vinny. Dakota Dennis on the point by that outside row, making a move there, trucking. Two rows, 6 cars deep. Now the outside row breaks up just a little bit. A couple of cars at the back fell off and it slowed them down. They're trying to regroup. Dennis leading the lap. Pearson was second. Vinny was third. Kitzman fourth. A group a little ways back here. It's going to be Dana Burdick, Hugh Escobar, Austin Householder, Jacob Lamb, and Frank Ranger in this 5-car group, and they're racing 2 wide. If they could get single file, they might be able to run the draft down up there, that big pack, but they are going to have to get single file and use each other to increase their slipstream speed and get that gap closed up, because right now it is quite a ways back. These guys back here about 20th. They're 6.5 seconds off the lead. Adam Vinny, meanwhile, has worked his way around Dennis and gotten back to the point. Still Pearson in the front of that outside row. I don't know. Now the inside row picking up a few more trucks. The outside, they are still only 6 trucks deep, but they are able to hang on. .22 of Haar right in the middle of this thing, and he was one of the drivers that did not take time, but now he's up here in this front group, which is about 15 trucks. Rick Gibson is right in front of these guys. He is running the high side all by himself. Only truck out there. I think he's staying to the top side because the leaders are coming. Nearly 190 miles an hour when they get ready to turn into turn number 1. Still 2 wide, and this time Pearson coming through 1 and 2 has the point. Will he keep it down the backstretch? Getting a good push from behind. Dennis trying to push Vinny, but Bigelow is not tucked up tight. Haar was, and now it's just standard 2-truck drafts up there. They're in front 2 rows, inside and out. Now Har goes back up against the bumper of Kitzman's truck. Kitzman, I think, is looking to dip. If he could clear the 11, he would dip. That time Pearson crossed the line first. He opens it up. He's going to let Kitzman cool that truck off. He pulls down in front of Adam Vinny. They went around Gibson middle of last lap, coming out of 3 and 4. So he is a lap down. Good racing in the front pack. Outside line, not able to do much. Adam Vinny around Steven Pearson. Whoa, little tappity tap from Dennis to the 83 truck of Pearson. Pearson got out of shape. And that slowed everybody down a little bit. Here comes Kitzman, Har, Blevins, Lamb, and I think that's Henning. Stephen Henning in the 12 truck. It is in the back of the outside line right there. Truck to the inside. That's Stephen Pearson. Pearson maybe trying to go from the front to the back of this. Didn't like something that was going on up there. His truck was getting a little hot. Now the outside line. Huge advantage, and Blevins drops to the middle. He's got Nick Lamb behind him. They're 3 wide through the tri-oval on lap number 14, coming to 15. At the line, Dennis by about a fraction of a second. Let's go back here. Henning's still in the group. Spalding's still in the group. Pearson in the group, tagged in between, and that's the lap truck of Rick Gibson on the very back here. He just needs a break and be able to get a lap back, and he looks like he's quick enough to hang with these guys. Corey Blevins on the high side out of turn 4 with a push from Nick Lamb. Now to the front. Kitzman's truck, big blink in the middle, and in super speedway racing, that is very dangerous. That time Blevins leads. They all want to get to right around lap number 25 and then duck in with a partner or two. Fuel, maybe 2 tires. You get back out here and get at it. This group of 15 is still 2 wide, now 3 wide. It looks like the high side is going to try to make a move. Kitzman went up there, got to the outside of Nick Lamb. Spalding came right up the middle. Whoa, that was a big move. Well, that was the 19 of Dennis, and there was just enough room for him to get between Bigelow and Vinny, and he jumped right in the hole. Left Nick Lamb out there. Lamb has Spalding, and now Kitzman behind Spalding, Har behind Kitzman. Outside row, 5 trucks strong. Inside row looks like it's about 11 trucks strong. The inside row very disjointed. They're not very close together. Go on board with Shane Har right here. He's about the 5th truck in the outside line right now. Right behind Kitzman in the 37. And he's staying just far enough to the right and just far enough back to get a little air in that truck, keep the temperatures down. Now he's starting to lose a little ground. May have drugged the brakes a little too much there. And he has fallen back off of these guys. A bunch of trucks going around him on the bottom. Pearson is back up in there. Well, that's going to be the 8 truck of Michael Everett. Corey Blevins, Adam Vinny, and Brock Bigelow now in that inside row, along with James Manorud, have pulled away, and now Dakota Dennis, because that outside row is starting to fall apart. The inside row is getting a pretty good push. And they're going to move Nick Lamb. He's already back to 7th. He may drop a little further here. Yeah, they get a little closer. We'll try to drone them and see if we can keep up. Oh, tap to Manorud. That puts Dennis in the middle. Manorud had to get down on the apron and grab the truck up before it spun out. That'll put Dakota Dennis into the middle, and he is all alone. But look at him go right up through there. And he'll go right to the front of the outside row in the middle. That normally doesn't happen like that. Here comes Kamba on the inside. The front 5 can get there. I thought maybe they could pull away, but Manorud pulls out of line, pulls in front of Dennis. And they're going to see if they can get the outside line regrouped and go back to the front and get to Blevins and Vinny. Kitzman now out of that outside line, has moved to the bottom. He's the 5th truck in the row right there. Shane Haar staying way out wide back here. He might be getting ready for pit stops, and he wants to kind of drop to the back of that group, get down to the bottom. Outside line has made the run. They're right up alongside the front row. Now fall back just a little bit through 3 and 4. There goes Kevin Spalding with a short dip. He got right in front of Kitzman, and I think he shoehorned it in there. Kitzman gave him room, and now the bottom. Twice as strong at the top with truck numbers. And we'll see if they can get organized and get single file real tight here and make a good run right before we get to pit stops. If they can get it single file and keep it tight for about the next 3 or 4 laps, they can make that outside row drop to the back. And that'll take 5 or 6 trucks that would normally pit right in the center of this group, and it'll move them. Make it easier for them to get on and off pit road. They'll have more room to roam when they come down to the flat. Quick caution on lap number 2. Restarted on lap number 6, and we have been green ever since. And the front pack racing has been very good. We've probably had 12 or 15 lead changes already, maybe more than that. Wow, there was another tight move. Dakota Dennis slammed the truck from the middle down to the bottom right in front of Bigelow. No takers this time by. I think it'll be about the start, right after we get on to lap number 26 through 28. You'll see some of these guys really start diving off in groups. That outside line, only 5-6 trucks strong, is really able to keep up. They're doing a fantastic job. Lamb really staying on the bumper of Manorud right there. And Now the 42 just slightly ahead. Half a truck as Vinny kind of fell off the back bumper of Blevins. I think they come out of 4. He'll get tucked right back up in there. They'll be side by side at the line. It was Blevins that time. Now Blevins, Vinny, Dennis, Bigelow, as Nick Lamb, I think, had to get out of there, get out from between trucks and cool his truck down, and look who's back. 22 of Shane Haar. Back up here, tucked in behind the 42 of Manerud, trying to push him back to the front. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay out? We'll widen the angle. Everybody's going to stay out. Nobody's going in this time. So we'll keep it about 15 deep at the front right now. Shane Haar pulled out from behind Manerud. Now they're going to lose a couple of spots. They'll fall back to around 4th through 6th. And Manerud looking to try to get down in the bottom line. He does it. Right in that 4th spot. Right in front of Bigelow once again. And it'll put the 22 of Haar, the lead truck, in the outside line, but they're only 3 strong. Well, he'll have to do a lot of side drafting. Now Stephen Pearson trying to become that 4th truck up there. He's quite a ways back of the 25 of Spalding, about 5 truck lengths. So we crossed over halfway. No takers for pit road just yet. There goes Kitzman back to that top row. And now Haar and Blevins have worked their way to the front. They'll drop to the bottom. But they drop to the bottom and they do not go to pit road. That puts Kevin Spalding out in front of the upper row. And he's got Stephen Pearson tucked in behind him. Paul Escobar behind that. Then Kitzman and Nick Lamb. So 5 strong again on the outside. Lap truck coming out of the pits right now. It's a 75 of Austin Householder. He just came from pit road. Still no takers for pit road. When they get ready to go, I think they're going to all have to go together. That is probably going to be the game changer. One itty-bitty little mistake from anybody, and it'll change everything. Hart, Henning, Spalding, Blevins, Pearson, Vinny, Escobar, Dennis, Kitzman, Manerud. If you keep looking, you can go back further. Lamb, Bigelow, Kamba, Harold, Everett, they're all in this group. It's all the way back to 15th. Still no takers to pit road. This is going to be very interesting when they do have to come. Another truck on the backstretch. I think that's Rick Gibson again. No, Gibson's still tucked in here. It was Hugh Escobar. That's the truck that was right in front of your leaders. There he is going through 3 and 4, and here come the leaders right behind him. Now, Haar and Henning have split up. They're side by side on the front row. Stephen Pearson, Kevin Spaulding pushed to the high side to go 3 wide. They're going to try to put Haar into the middle and see if a 4-truck draft can pass him on the high side. Lamb is going to drop down, and we saw Lamb and Haar work together earlier. Lamb's going straight to the bottom. Maybe pit lap time because everybody's trying to get to the bottom. Three trucks way up top, and then Haar stuck in the middle by himself. Contact there. Woo, everybody survives. No pit just yet. They are reeling in Hugh Escobar here. It's 19 to go. Everybody trying to get single file now. They work around the lap car. You see guys that went to the bottom. You'll see guys jumping out. I don't like to stay out until the last drop of fuel, but they have a better sense of where they are on the fuel run than I do. Trucks diving off now. They're all over the place, and they are literally going to be all over the place. Oh, truck got turned around. That was Manorud. You've got a bunch of them on pit road. There goes Dakota Dennis, Michael Everett, James Manorud, Ryan Kamba, Corey Blevins, Adam Vinny, Brock Bigelow, Russell Harold. All out of that group. 8 trucks stayed out. Dakota Dennis, I think he tried to go in. I think something happened because he ended up having to stay on the track. And now that group is half the size, and all these guys are working to the bottom trying to get there. I bet they go this lap. And that'll leave them 17. Were they able to stay tight enough and draw? And not all of them came this time. Kitzman, Haar, Pearson, Lamb, Henning, Kevin Spaulding, and Paul Escobar, the only 2 trucks that have not made it into pits just yet. Nick Lamb missed his pit. That is going to hurt him. And he will probably not be in the group when they roll out. Here comes the 19 truck of Dakota Dennis finally. Shane Haar rolled out. Pearson, Kitzman. Kitzman just got out onto the racetrack. He's not even the first of them. I think somebody was in front of him. Manor is just now rolling out because he had a huge penalty. So now we'll watch just 2 trucks on the lead lap. Well, just one now. It's Kevin Spaulding staying out by himself with 2 lap trucks. And he pitted after he spun, so he may have had 3 or 4 extra laps of fuel. I just would like to go in with my group. So let's go see, because Kitzman got out. He's scored in 3rd. He is a long ways back. He's just now coming around to get to the tri-oval, and Spaulding is down here in turns 1 and 2 already. Kitzman is tucked in behind the 204 of Kamba. Kamba, the last truck on the lead lap. Corey Blevins leading Adam Vinny, leading Brock Bigelow, leading Shane Haar. Those 4 right behind your leader. They're closing in. They are making up time. Rolling about 9 to 10 miles an hour faster down the backstretch than Shelly Kitzman. Kevin Spaulding not going in. I feel like he has to go in the next lap or two. And there goes Kevin Spaulding to pit road. He's got a lap truck going with him, 38 truck. Rick Gibson went in with him. So now we'll watch as Blevins got to Kitzman and took that whole group to the high side and went right around them. 5 trucks in this breakaway. Make it 6, as Kitzman ended up being tagged to the back of this. Spaulding, Blevins, Vinny, Bigelow, Har, Kitzman, all in that 6 truck group right there. Spaulding still on pit road. He's going to give up the lead, and he's going to roll out behind him. He's going to be a ways behind him. Here comes Escobar, Lamb, and Pearson. And they're going to go by. Kevin Spaulding might be able to grab the back of this 3 trucks right here coming out of turn 2. There goes your 3. Spaulding almost up to speed. Can he tag the back of this and get in there with Escobar in the 91? They got to hold on out of 3 and 4. They might be able to stay in the draft. I think they're too far back now. They probably fell out. Let's go back to the front because it's about to start getting wild. Blevins and Vinny nose to tail. Inside line, they've got Bigelow along with, and then Har and Kitzman are up on the high side. Kamba is in that group, but Kamba is a lap down. He's the first truck a lap down in 16th. He was with Kitzman when this group got to them, and they were able to tag the group and stay with them. And now Campbell will go to the top side, and Blevins went high side. Got a pretty good shot into the back end right there from Har. He was just trying to cover that line. Here comes Har to the bottom, and he had enough run. He's going to get there. Kitzman will go with him. And I can promise you right now, Ryan Campbell is saying, hey, guys, I'll go lead the train. Just let me get out front. Then if something happens, I get my lap back. But he is content to get in behind Shane Har. Bigelow behind him, and now there goes Blevins back to the inside. Blevins with Vinny and now Kitzman. They're going to tuck in 6 in a row. It'll be 11 to go this time. Laps ticking off pretty good. Let's go back to the second group. 5 trucks strong now. Pearson out in front. Lamb, Escobar, Spaulding, and Everett. I don't know who. There's a lap truck in there. Oh, 38. Yeah, that's Rick Gibson. He's a lap truck, and he and Spaulding were working together when they went to pit road. I'm sure they're going to stay together right now. And I'll tell you that the second group, cutting lap times faster than the front group. They just need to make up 12 seconds. That is a tall, tall, tall order. 10 to go this time. So 5 trucks and a lapper at the front, 5 trucks and a lapper in the second 5. 52-58 for the leaders, 51-44 for the second group. They're cutting it down. They're just not cutting it down fast enough, and these guys get to racing like they are right here, and it'll be all right. Because that second group is staying in line. Blevins and Vinny on the inside. They've got Bigelow with them. Kitzman and Haar on the outside. And they have Kamba behind them. Pearson and company. Only made up about 0.7 of a second that lap. They need to stay in line and hope these guys continue to race for the next 9 laps and they start clicking it off at least a second a lap. Green flag pit stops are always a game changer. I don't care who is racing. One teeny tiny little mistake, it separates the pack and it gives a group of guys that are perfect or near perfect, getting on and off pit road, a huge advantage. If you're not one of those guys, you're probably not going to be in the front pack when it comes time for the checks. Blevins and Vinny down on the bottom. They go 1-2. Kitzman and Haar 3-4. Then Bigelow on the inside row is 5th. And Adam Vinny up under the bumper of the 24 car. He is pushing. It's about 7 to go. This time we come out of turn number 4. They did some swapping back in the second group, and they lost almost a second the last lap. They lost 0.9 of a second swapping so that somebody didn't overheat. And now Kitzman with a good push from behind goes to the front. Short-lived as here comes Blevins one more time. Unless somebody in this group makes a mistake, our race is settled right here in the top 5. Blevins back out front. Haar and Kitzman trying to lock bumpers once again. And Adam Vinny comes right up behind the 24, pushes him out front. I think they'll stay side by side for the next 5.5 laps. I also think if either one of those guys in the outside line can clear the 24 truck, he's going to pull right down in front of him, which might make things interesting. Wouldn't that be overheated on the inside, Seed? They got the wave lap that time, 5 to go. Blevins was out front, but Kitzman was right there, right on his door. Brock Bigelow has kept a pretty healthy gap on that inside line to Adam Vinny. He's there just enough to keep him alongside Kitzman and Haar. I think he is waiting for the last couple of laps. He's going to try to make a push to see if he can't find himself a little sliver hole. Trying to run between. There comes Kitzman to the bottom. Kitzman going to wait for Vinny to pull out late in this one. He is going to try to get up there and do something magical. Well, maybe not. Maybe he just pulled out long enough to give Har a little bit of air. Adam Vinny has been content to sit right here behind the 24 car since they came off pit road. He pushes when it's necessary, and he backs off and gets air so that he can continue to do that and keep them right up here. But the top three have gone all the way to the outside fence, and now they're trying to get really close, really tight. Ooh, Har's truck got a little out of shape. He did a good job of keeping that one from turning left and turning right across everybody. 3 to go. And the second group has picked up 0.7 of a second in the last 4 laps. It's just too little too late. Vinny tucked up pretty tight to the 24 when the 22 and 37 separated, and it's just almost enough to get them clear. And now the side draft. We'll come around. It's 2 to go. It is really going to be time for things to get tight. Kitzman is laying right on the door of the 24. Two to go this time. Now you're going to see somebody start to make a move. Whoa, Blevins opened the door a little bit. Vinny went after it. That allowed both Kitzman and Har to get around, and now it's a completely different race. Vinny looked to the inside when Blevins opened the door down there. They made contact. And now Blevins is going to have to try it on the high side, and Vinny goes with him. Up to the top to cover, got pushed all the way out to the fence. Kitzman might be out of it now. Vinny locked on the bumper of the 24 car. Here comes Bigelow now. He is going to push up tight on the 22. Blevins to the white flag first. And Adam Vinny trying to push the 24 clear. He'd like to have a shot on his own battle. There comes Kitzman threading the needle down the backstretch. He makes it 3 wide. He's going to stay 3 wide. Blevins leaves Vinny to cover. Kitzman goes all the way to the bottom. Kitzman in front of Har. Blevins alongside. Out of turn number 4. Adam Vinny tucked tight. Now Har pulls up tight. Bigelow is right there as well. Touching, bumping, grinding. Blevins gets it. Fractions of a second. Kitzman second. Vinny in third. Bigelow and Har, 4 and 5, and Har went through the grass. I think Adam Vinny's going to come out with a little bit of damage, but he is going to finish into that third spot regardless. While we wait to bring these guys around, let's take a quick look how we finished up. Oh, it's not over yet. We can't look at it. That was qualifying. Okay, we can't look at that. Still got trucks trying to finish. I thought they were all done. Now we've got it. Bigelow, no, that's still qualifying. Here's your race. Blevins, Kitzman, Vinny, Bigelow, and Har, your top 5. Escobar, Pearson, Lamb, Spalding, Harold, Everett, Burdick, Lamb, Henning, Ranger, Kamba, Dennis, Mannerud through 18th. Householder, Gibson, Hugh Escobar, Hattisbeck, Patchen, McCoy. And Patchen on lap 1 just got out of shape over there and smacked the corner, took the truck straight too. Didn't even complete a lap. And McCoy never did roll out for the start. So let's get them on the screen. Let's try to talk to them. Let's see. Where are they all at? There's Kitzman. We'll drop him. Adam Vinny. There's Adam Vinny. Let's grab Adam. Let's get Adam in here and talk to him real quick. Adam Vinny, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's happening, Roger? How we doing?
Man, we're doing okay. We got to see 50 laps at Talledega tonight, and 11 truck stayed up front all night long. You had a good pit stop, too.
Yeah, 11 car was super fast. Yeah, I mean, just it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it looked like there at the end, man, you guys were really fighting back and forth, and almost made the wrong move and put yourself back there about fifth or even worse.
Yeah, I got in a little bit to the rear end of the 24. Luckily, you saved it. I backed off, and we were able to charge to the front again. But man, this is that's what racing's all about. That was absolutely phenomenal. Whole lot of fun. Oh my, it was awesome.
Well, great finish, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate the Midwest Truck Racing Series. I appreciate you, Roger, the Dirt Racing Network. Wabam Scrub-a-Dub. Who else on the car? Beard Wisconsin. Next Level Litigation Support. Puma. It's Wisconsin, you know. The Wisconsinite Podcast. Fridge Brick Time Podcast. Just my dad back at home, my mom back at home, girlfriend upstairs, kids, everybody. Thank you. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. That's as good as it gets right there.
All right, man. Well, congrats on a great run, and I will look forward to seeing you on Sunday evening.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That is Adam Vinny. He finishes in third, and now let's go get the driver of the 37 truck. He's got a bunch of wins, and he almost had another one. Mr. Kitzman, that was pretty exciting at the very end there.
Yeah, I hope that one was entertaining. That was super fun.
Fantastic move there to get to the point you just couldn't hold it. What could you have done differently to keep that 24 truck from getting around you?
Yeah, I think I had it. I worked with Shane pretty much all night long, just kind of started by him, went through the pack with him, and kind of ended up with him at the end. And I think I just needed him to stay with me. Him and the 11 got caught up in something, and I think if he stays with me, I got it, but just kind of lost it and then lost the push towards the end.
Still, you made it exciting for everybody out there. When you went to the middle, were you afraid somebody was going to try to slam the door late on you?
Yeah, I was shocked they let me have it, and then timing worked out perfectly for me to clear Shane and not run into the back of Corey there down the back stretch.
Well, an awesome run, man. Second place finish. Give me a couple shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Shelly Kissman finishing in second, and now we're going to grab the guy. He fought. He kept the lead. He gave it up. He had to steal it back at the end. Corey Blevins, that was a heck of a finish. It was super close. I mean, like thousandths of a second here.
Yeah, I'm super thrilled about that one. That was really close. I actually I want to thank the 11 there of Adam. He really helped me there. I think he may have a new teammate possibly heading down the line, but yeah, he really helped me there. I give him props for that.
Well, you guys went on to pit road together. You come out together. You stayed together pretty much the whole time. It seemed like he was pretty content to just sit right back there and push. You guys get to the end, and for whatever reason, I guess because the guys got in front of you, you guys moved to the top. How surprised were you when you saw the 37 shoot between you two and take the lead?
Yeah, I saw him coming out of nowhere. It's just like, where did he come from? I was just like, I tried to block him, and then I just decided, it was too big of a run, and I went back up to in front of the 11 there, and thankfully I had just enough there at the end to get the push to get the victory lane. So finally, I had a couple that got away from me, especially at USA. So feels really good to finally get one.
Well, an awesome run, man. Like I said, it's thousandths of a second. I mean,
Yeah, I can't wait to go back and look at it for sure. I'm about to celebrate and do my burnout here, so that should be pretty fun. But yeah,
I actually thought he had you, and then it popped up that the 24 truck was the winner, and that was a fantastic finish, man. Can't wait to see what the pictures look like on the photo on that. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get to looking at what you need to see.
Yeah, I just thank Adam there, and as usual, Keys Architects and Associates. But yeah, great race. I'm appreciate the broadcast for sure, as always.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks for chatting with us,
you.
and we'll see you back next week.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Corey Blevins picking up the win. Great run. Super close at the end. Those top 4 or 5 trucks, and I think if Shane Hart doesn't get a little bump right there, that he probably is right in there in this mix, and if we'd have done a photo finish, you'd have seen them all together. Great runs by everybody, a lot of fun. Caution early, and the only one we got was there on lap number 2, so green flag pit stops, like I told you guys in the beginning. We get close to pit stops, one mistake, and it's going to change everything, and it did. You saw a breakaway group of 5, and they settled it amongst themselves. Thank you for being here this evening. Hope you enjoyed the show. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues, it's fantastic racing like we just witnessed right here tonight. There is nothing for us to cover, so everybody gets a pat on the back, a big high five. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern. Red Driver Mighty Midgets. I believe that is round number 7. They only got a couple of weeks left in that series for this year. They'll be crowning a couple champions. Tune in for that. Say hi in the chat. Friday night, 9-ish Eastern. ADS 360 wing sprint cars. And we start it all over again next week. I appreciate everybody greatly for sticking with us. Even though we had a little technical difficulties, we got them worked out, got to put a good show on for you guys. So from me to you, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down.